Scheduled for one fall, this is a 6-man tag match. Introducing first, the team of Mr. Classic, D-Rogue, and Vinny Wasco. And their opponents, the team of Jack Cartwright, Chase Bell, and Hyperstreak.
All right, everybody, welcome. FSW's Halloween Tricks, Treats, and Slay. We're going to open things up tonight with a 6-man tag match. Jake Black alongside Joe DeFalco. And tonight, got a bunch of big matches, including the Halloween Gimmick Battle Royal.
That's right. I know it's one of your personal favorites. It's the only reason you came down here tonight.
It is one of them. Right now, we have a 6-man tag match. A couple returns and some newcomers to FSW in this matchup. Hyperstreak, the most well-known of all the stars in this matchup, as he leads Chase Bell and Jack Cartwright to take on D-Rogue, a man part of the FSW New Talent Initiative.
There's some very good things about him, Jake.
Sure you have. Or else
he claims to be the biggest cruiserweight in the business.
there's a lot of big men that can do a lot of great athletic things. Men like Willie Mack. Let's see if he can live up to a reputation like that, along with Mr. Classic returning to FSW. And my man, still searching for his big first win in FSW, Vinny Wasco.
Yep, trying to get that cartwheel in is Jack Cartwright, and also a newcomer, very first match here in FSW.
And Vinny Wasco laid it in, my dude. Sends Cartwright into the corner. Cartwheel in and connects with the kick. Another cartwheel. Look at that.
And this kid really looking to impress. He was a late addition. Earlier we found out that Shade was injured, hurt his knee, and we needed somebody to fill the spot, and he happened to be here, Jack Cartwright, and he's taking advantage of that situation.
Hey, timing is everything, and the way he moves, he fits right in, teaming up with Hyperstreak. Hyperstreak, though, sends Wasco in the corner, but he's in the wrong corner, and here comes Mr. Classic.
Yes, it's been a while since we've seen Mr. Classic from Phoenix, Arizona. You know, he wants to be part of the New Talent Initiative, even though he isn't brand new.
He's not brand new, but he's been here so sporadically that it makes sense to me that he would be grouped in. When you're in the ring with Hyperstreak, you got to move at a warped pace.
And Hyperstreak, he is on a tear. He is now into the semifinals of the FSW, the Nevada State Championship Tournament. And he's riding high.
Yeah, Hyperstreak, speaking of getting high, dressed in all green, goes up there. But Mr. Classic saw him coming. For once, Hyperstreak was not quick enough to capitalize.
And it looks like 2 tags are made. Chase Bell and D-Rogue.
Yeah, D-Rogue.
Get to see our first opportunity. This man, 6'2", claiming to be the largest cruiserweight. And let's see how much he moves.
The El Conte of cruiserweight. He's got Chase Bell trapped in a wrist lock. Bell reverses.
And Chase Bell, the youngster from Louisiana, doesn't want to get outshined by the newcomers.
Yeah, Chase Bell, a newcomer in his own right. He's had a couple good performances in FSW. Teetering on the brink with more new talent coming in. D-Rogue claiming there was a hair pull, but does one of his own. I didn't see the initial hair pull. Oh! Goes up and over. Hits the drop kick. Look, he caught him right on the shoulder.
And Chase Bell, here's a youngster who seems to be improving each time we have seen him. The tag is made to Jack Cartwright.
Is he going to be able to cartwheel up there? D-Rogue. Great power. Version of the Northern Lights bomb. Drops Cartwright hard, and D-Rogue, claiming to be the world's biggest cruiserweight, he's not exactly moving quick to try and put away Cartwright.
And right now we got D-Rogue in command. A slap to the face of Jack Cartwright.
Well, D-Rogue's not big on respect.
Oh, and you heard it from here, the big chop. And the tag is once again made. They're working pretty precisionally here, these guys.
Not only did that shot probably sting like hell, but he drove all the win out of Cartwright. 2 count only.
And Mr. Classic knows if he's on the right side of the victory, you know, there's a good opportunity because we've seen it. There are hundreds of wrestlers that are trying to get here into FSW. And only the strong will survive, Jake.
Yeah, tons of new submissions from talent around the country trying to get in FSW. Wasco, he might do it. Nope, still winless. He'll get there one day. I'm rooting for him.
Yes, Vinny Wasco. You know, he's been with FSW for almost a year right now, still searching for that first win.
But now we see Cartwright back to his feet. Spine buster out of Wasco. Wasco can't be taking up as much time. There he goes. Almost had his first W.
And Vinny Wasco, instead of worrying about the opponent, he's drawn to the fans.
Cartwright laying in those forearms. Standing drop kick doesn't take Wasco down. That time brings him down with the body slam, and he's got to get the hyper streaker bell.
And look at that, very impressive so far, this Jack Cartwright.
Yeah, I like him a lot. Wasco, rather than try and tag in one of his partners, though, thought he had Cartwright trapped. Brings in Mr. Classic, brings in Hyper Streak. Both men with the same idea.
And Hyper Streak, he is on fire once again. Classic with a miss. Hyper Streak just too quick for Mr. Classic.
And he sends Classic into the corner. Hyper Streak in control of this fight.
And he connects with the leg right to the side of the head. And Philip Classic, Mr. Classic, is in big trouble.
Bringing him to the electric chair. Switches position. Running Liger Bomb. Dead center should have a 1,
2.
D-Rogue.
Thank God he's got that 6'2" frame. If he was any shorter, he wouldn't have got there in time.
Yeah, his height helped him out there. The world's largest cruiserweight catches Hyper Streak. Sit outs. Uranagi. Bell, though, doesn't see him behind him.
But I didn't think Bell was the legal man.
Even flow.
Clothesline.
Twists them all up in midair.
Vinny Wasco taking the head off of Chase Bell. And here's Jack Cartwright.
Whoa! Shades of M-Dog 20 with that. In some ways, with his athleticism, that's who he reminds me of. Oh, man, gets turned inside out.
But Mr. Classic in the right place at the right time. But again, looking at the fans. And Hyper Streak misses. And look at this, Mr. Classic trying to pull the upset.
And look at Hyper Satellite Bulldog. plants,
and listen
Mr.
to the crowd. They are firmly behind Hyperstreak.
Shining Wizard.
One,
Might do it.
2, 3, and there you go.
And that time, D-Rogue Sides wasn't able to save his partner. What a kick-ass opener that was. Still to come tonight, Cutthroat Cody takes on Lazarus from Creature Feature, plus the Gimmick Battle Royal. And in one of our top build matches, Lacey Ryan takes on Damian Drake of the Unguided. Vinny Wasco still winless in FSW, but he put up a hell of a fight in that 6-man, and in the end, Hyperstreak leads his unit to victory tonight as he looks towards the blue and silver as the Nevada State title tournament continues.